Choose like Mr. Rogers. I'm doing a Mr. Rogers neighborhood. Adjusting my shoe. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Why do I have these things on? I'm not talking to you guys through those. Looking crazy. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning to you. Good morning and good afternoon. Hey, Rose. Hey, Rose. It is Motivation Monday. It's so funny, guys. I feel good. I always feel so super great when it's sunshiny, a sunshiny day. And this is in direct contrast with yesterday when I was worn out. Good morning, Stacy. I was worn out yesterday, so I wasn't all chipper. I don't know what I was, but I wasn't chipper for sure. My boss called me this morning and he said, "Hey, did you send that invite out? Did you send that invite out to all these people?" He had sent me an email asking me to send an invite and send an invite to a meeting this evening. And I said, he said, "Did you send it out?" I was like, "No, because I ain't your damn secretary." And then I quickly followed up. I'm just playing. I'm about to send it right now. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Why is my Motivation Monday? Let me see who's coming in. We're going to let everybody come on in. I did, Rose. I ain't your damn secretary, man. Better call that office assistant, ask her to send out some stuff. What I look like? Okay, I'm sending it right now. I'm doing it now. Stacy, how are you doing this morning? How are you on this wonderful, glorious Monday morning? All right, guys, I'm looking around, making sure that I don't have my yarn out on the floor. It fell earlier, and I'm making sure that it isn't still there so that my dog doesn't get the yarn. Good morning, Suliana. I got Rosalina, Suliana. I just make up names. Stacy Licious. I'll add something to everybody's name. Although it is really Suliana, so it's not made up. Good morning. Motivation Monday. Wait. Hold the hell up. Suli, how are you? Why are you still in the bed? Really? Wow. That's messed up, Suli. You taking a break for real. For real. You like, look, no 5 a.m. workout for me. And it's so funny because this morning I woke up early. I was up at 7 o'clock. And I'm like, I can't even get credit today because there's no workout. You know, if there was a workout, I would have been rolling out of bed to 8:30. Stacy says, I am licious. That's right. Motivation Monday. Get up, get your day going, So I am going to give kudos to Suli and all of the hiking crew. Suli, you and Pam. And I don't know who else was on that. I don't know if I know any of the other people that were on the hike with you, but you guys motivate us to get out and get moving and to conquer our fears and to, just do the damn thing no matter what. Like, life is for living. If you're not living, you're not alive, right? Life is for living. So live it. Teach your children to live it. Teach your children to walk out on potato chip rock. I probably would have done it. I'm acting like I wouldn't have done that. I'm not afraid of heights. I'm afraid of falling, but I'm not afraid of heights. I probably would have done something like that. It's a great day. I'm excited. It's a very peaceful day. I actually did get things done yesterday that I said I wanted to do. I have a plan for my son and I to really focus on our sleep hygiene. So to stop falling asleep on the couch, him stop playing video games all night long. We really need to focus on sleep hygiene in order to make sure that we are minding our mental health. And I think that pretty soon, maybe right after Thanksgiving, between Thanksgiving and Christmas, we need to do some mental health focus. Right. Well, stay off the cliffs right now, Stacy, right? Because this dang boot is not the business. It's not. So between Christmas and Thanksgiving and Christmas, we need to heavily focus on mental health. This is a hard time for a lot of people. But I think that this quote that I found I really like. Where did it go? Hold on, guys. I'm sorry. I have a list of quotes. And I found one that I liked. And I am missing it. Wait. Oh, there we go. So I don't know where everyone is. Suli, y'all, they leaving me. Steve's not here. Pam's not here. Bina's not here. Elaine's not here. Crystal's not here. Sharma's not here. Look, I could just list. Holiday blues, mental health is important. Yes. So the quote for today, the Motivation Monday quote for today is by Henry Ford. When everything seems to be going against you, remember that the airplane takes off against the wind, not with it. I want you to think about that. When everything seems to be going against you, remember that the airplane takes off against the wind, not with it. Right now is a hard time for a lot of us. Wait, where's Denise? Denise? Wait, I don't see Denise. Wait, Mama Denise, you're here? Do I see you? I see you. Good morning. Suli's like, hi, hey, hi. Professor, look, Professor, she's in class today, look. When everything seems to be going against you, remember that the airplane takes off against the wind, not with it. You know, a lot of times there are those of us, people who so much stuff seems to be piling up on our plate that we could decide, forget it. The world is stacked against me. Odds are stacked against me. Things are not working out for me, so I quit. This is not about being a quitter, okay? Because it's okay to quit sometimes. So this is not about being a quitter. And I know that some of you at the table don't necessarily agree about it being okay to quit. We can have that discussion again another time. But it's really easy to feel the pressure against you all the time and feel the need to back up. Feel the need to back up and lay down, to let the wind push against you and push you backwards, right? But if you remember what Henry Ford said, the airplane takes off against the wind. So what can you do when the wind is blowing hard against you? That's when you have an opportunity to take off. Look at this pandemic. Look at what you have birthed during this pandemic. Look at what has blossomed for you while this pandemic wind has been pushing against you. You can rise. You can rise, Rose. You can thrive. You can shine. Look at what it has. Okay, I'm going to give you examples while you give me some examples of how you have pushed against this pandemic wind and you have shown, you have thrived. You have, good morning, Jasmine David. You have let your light be seen. I want you to give me an example of something in the past 9 months that you have birthed during this hard time for everybody. We can sit back and we can look at how hard it has been, because it has been hard, right? We can do that if we want to. Or we can count all of the things that all of the successes that we have had, all of the ways that we have come out ahead during this time. Good morning, Shay. Shay's in the house. Everybody say hi to Shay. Shay's been missing from the table for a minute, but hey, Shay. I'm going to say this quote again because I don't know how long everybody has been here. And I really want you to let this really sink in. I want you to think about when you are struggling with something and whether you have the strength to push back against what you're struggling against and take off. When everything seems to be going against you, remember that the airplane takes off against the wind, not with it. Maybe sometimes we need that push. Maybe we need that wind bearing down on us so that we can recognize our own strength. We can recognize our own ability to take off, right? Maybe we need that. Good morning, Chelsea Macadocious. Maybe that's what we need. What have you birthed during this? Good morning, Steve, during this pandemic. Good morning. I have a meeting every day at 11. Oh, that's okay, Shay. We understand. I'm not giving you a hard time. I'm saying, hey. I'm saying, welcome, girl. Good to see you. I have picked up knitting and thrived with my knitting. Good morning, Erica. I have enjoyed my knitting and found peace and tranquility within myself. I have calmed down those inner thoughts that were driving me crazy, calmed down my level of stress. I am a different person today than what I was this time last year, for sure. And I'm a different person today than what I was in February or March when this pandemic hit. How this is stressing me is different than how it stressed me at the beginning of the pandemic, because don't be mistaken, it is stressful. It is. But I have learned to deal with stress in a different way. I have learned to push against the wind that is this pandemic, that is pushing to hold us all back like a heavy weight, shoving us backwards. Every time we move a couple of steps forward, we're getting shoved backwards. We think we're ready, and then we flatten the curve with the coronavirus, and then bam. We relax too much. We let our guard down too much, and the numbers are going back up. And you could sit and think, you can sit with that and think, oh my God, when will this ever end? But I'm not thinking like that anymore. I'm like, yeah, when will it end? But oh Lord, what else can I do? How else can I soar during this time? How can I soar right now? How can I use this wind to propel myself forward? How can I use this wind to take off like the airplane? How can I take off against this wind? I started drawing again, and instead of just sketching, I'm working on details in the pictures to make them more realistic, right? Steve says comic book was born last night at 10:49 p.m. Woo! Yes, 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 yay! Steve's.
Well, I'm celebrating.
Yeah, but you loud, baby. Steve's comic book is out there. Yay. Steve, post the link to the page on the page, please, so that we can all go and access your comic book, and we can support you, and we can receive the knowledge and information that you have in the comic book series. That is fantastic. That is fantastic. Congratulations. Look at how you are soaring right now against this wind. And there was a time in my life this time last year, this time 2 years ago, where I couldn't see the ability to soar. I saw the wind pushing against me. But when that wind bears down on you like the weight of 1,000 Mack trucks, right? The weight of 1,000 tons, whatever, I don't know. That's when you would need to work hard against that wind to take off. Use that as the wind beneath your wings to allow you to soar above it all, to realize your potential, to dig into what your true potential is. To take a step back, maybe that wind is pushing you back. I feel like this pandemic has pushed me back and said, girl, sit down. Sit down with self for a little bit. Sit down physically stop so that you can mentally soar. It's not about having an instant success right here, right now. Okay, the wind is pushing against me. My plane is about to take off. No, the wind is pushing against me. Things are stacked against me. Sit your tail down. Be with yourself for a minute. Be with your family. Be with your friends. Reconnect. Reconnect to that which is most important to you so that you can take off, so that you can soar. You cannot soar disconnected, right? You can't. So as these things are pushing against us, saying step back, cancel your Thanksgiving plans, don't hang out with your friends and family because it's not safe. You guys do it the way that you're going to do it. But don't see it as something that's pushing you down. It's not pushing you down. It's lifting you up. By pushing you back, it's lifting you up. By pushing against you, you're being lifted. Chelsea Mack has gotten more into her photography. Her photography skills are definitely improving. I'm seeing improvement in every photo that she posts, and she's doing a photo a day challenge to post a photo a day on her Instagram page. If you guys are not following her Instagram page, please go follow her Instagram page, support it. Chelsea, please post what your Instagram page is so people who have Instagram can follow and see your progress. Steve says single issues are $14.99. Subscription of 12 issues is $119.99. He has the link there, and donations are welcome. Thank you, Steve. I've been waiting for your comic book, so I'm gonna have to go on there and get some. Decide how I'm gonna do it. Motivation Monday. When everything seems to be going against you, remember that the airplane takes off against the wind, not with it. I missed yesterday's photo. My eyes were too tired trying to edit. No, that's not an excuse. You get no excuses. You took the challenge of a photo a day. You get no breaks, honey. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter that you don't get to edit as something that you don't get to edit, how you want to. Maybe you should have posted something that you had previously edited. Make sure that you meet your challenge, whether it was a challenge that whether you challenged yourself or others challenged you, you accepted it. So a post today, we're looking for it. No excuses. Excuses are like a-holes. Everybody got one. All right. Excuses are like underwear. Everybody has a million. Okay. So no excuses. What have you birthed during this pandemic? Suli got a hamster for Zaire. So Suli has become an animal mama. And Suli, I need to post for you. Yesterday I thought about you when I was putting, I bought a big ball for Sir, and I put Sir in the ball, and I was letting Sir roll around the room. And I was thinking about Suli, like, I need to photograph this so Suli can see that I am not ignoring Sir, okay? Eyes were too blurry to see my photos clearly, Mom, probably because I had a headache all day. No excuses, Chelsea. No excuses. No excuses. You took the challenge. Post a photo a day. Period. Period. Exclamation point. So part of processing this Motivation Monday quote is to be able to I'm sorry. I'm reading Suli's thing. Lord, we lost him in the hotel room and we almost squashed him. And you talking about me with Sir? Really, Suli? Really? Nah, man, no excuses. You're not supposed to put the hamster down on the floor, Suli. He's not supposed to be on the floor. It's like little mice. They run really fast. You don't ever get to say anything about me with sir. You understand that? Auntie, leave my cousin alone. Feel better, Chelsea Mack. No, I'm not leaving your cousin alone. I'm not. I'm not. I was on the phone with Chelsea yesterday. If you can be on the phone with your mama, you can post a photo per your post a photo a day challenge. Part of this quote, the reason why this quote is really important to us right now, as we move into after Thanksgiving, we'll do a lot on mental health and self-care. I think the whole overall general focus for everything from Thanksgiving to Christmas is going to be mental health and self-care, because that's a really important time for us. A lot of us have a difficult time during the holidays, even when there's no pandemic, because of loves that we've lost, because we're not around our family for whatever reason. And now there's even more restrictions on the holiday season. And so I anticipate that it's going to be very difficult for a lot of us. So that's what we will highly focus on during the holiday season. But part of why this quote spoke to me is because we keep talking about how you can reframe your thoughts, how you can take your situation and look at it differently. Instead of seeing what you don't have, see what you do have. Instead of seeing what you haven't been able to do, focus on what you have been able to do, right? So this is the same thing. This quote, you made a video on self-care. This quote, that was Jasmine, Chelsea. This quote speaks to that. Don't look at the wind that's holding you back. Don't look at all of the things that are going against you. Don't look at those things that's holding you back. Look at those things as motivation for propelling you forward. If you have nothing to climb over, are you going to climb at all? Are you going to endeavor to climb to the highest heights when there's nothing to climb over? I don't know about you, but if I go to the park and there's no jungle gym, there's no climbing structure, I don't climb. If I'm not climbing up a tree or over a bridge, there's nothing to climb. I'm not climbing. I'm just walking on the flat plane, right? All of the little obstacles, all of the little things that get in your way, those are things to climb over. See it as that. Everything that's stacked against you, those are the things that are trying to propel you forward. So instead of saying everything's stacked against me, I quit, I'm fine, whatever, let me do something else. No. Look at that obstacle like, oh, okay, well, how high is that hurdle? I'm about to soar over that hurdle like a beautiful gazelle. Y'all about to see me stepping over every hurdle. That's how you need to see it. I can't see which cousin that was. Was it Jasmine? Thank you, Jasmine. At least someone has my back. We all have your back, Chelsea. We have your back. We're pushing you forward, honey. Post your photos. So that's what I'm going to leave you with today. Motivation Monday. Motivation Monday. Motivation Monday. Get yourself motivated. We're moving into Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is what, 3 days from now, right? Don't get bogged down in your thoughts about what you can't do over this holiday. Think about what you can do. Make arrangements for all of the things you can do and keep living. Keep living. Even if living has to look different for you right now, keep living. And I'm about to, I keep talking about Suli's hat, y'all. I finished it. Suli, I finished your hat. And then, I took it apart again. It's a process, Suli. It's a process. You guys have a wonderful, glorious day. I know I'm leaving you a few minutes early, but that's what I got to do. I'm going to get back to work. I've got lots of things to do. You guys keep yourself listening. I know, Suli. I know. But I tell you what, when you get this hat, you better be like, ooh, I love it. It was a process. The sweat and tears I put into this hat. Anyway, it's because I'm learning and I'm a perfectionist, and I want to make sure that anything that I give to somebody else is something I would want and wear myself. And if it's not something that I would want and wear myself, then I'm not going to do it for someone else. And I'm also new to knitting. And so there are things that I think will work, and then I do it, and I can't tell whether it's going to work or not until I put it on my head and I'm like, It's okay, but so if I am, it's okay, but didn't work. And doing this one, you'll see when you get it why it's causing me so much headache. You'll see. You'll see. I'll explain it then because I don't want to clue you in right now why it's causing me so much headache. But once you see, oh, okay, I get it, Kai. I get it. Anyway, you guys have a wonderful, glorious day. Mind your COVID manners. Okay. Stay lifted. I'm going to read the quote one more time. I really like this quote. Do you guys like the quote? Is it a good quote for you today? Is it speaking to you? I really like this quote. I don't know if I care much about Henry Ford, but I do like what he said. One more time. When everything seems to be going against you, remember that the airplane takes off against the wind, not with it. I love that quote. Let me know if you like the quote. Send me a heart, a high five, a thumbs up, something. Good morning, Alicia. Alicia, I want one of those t-shirts about the glass shattering. I wear a size medium, please. Orange, brown would be good. I could do purple. I prefer like a fitted tank or a fitted tee, but I can take a regular tee. I would prefer something longer, but you do what you have, and I will send you my address. Anyway, you guys have a wonderful, glorious day. Mind your COVID manners. Wash your hands. Wear your mask. Keep your distance. And take care of your mental selves. Always.